Hey guys, and welcome back to Deku Tarot and to your weekly tarot and astrology for May 4th through the 10th of 2020. We're already in May. How crazy is that? It feels like time has just blown by so fast, and yet at the same time, I feel like everyone's feeling extremely stuck and stagnant and still right now. So it's a really weird time to be in here. If you guys haven't, do make sure to subscribe and share the video if you enjoyed it. We don't have too much to talk about in terms of astrology this week. The biggest thing happening is this full moon in Scorpio. I believe it's actually a super moon. And I will be doing a special live video on that Monday, May 4th. So keep an eye out for that. Mark your calendars. We're going to go through all the signs and see what this full moon in Scorpio is bringing in for each sign. And we're also going to talk about the astrology because it's really going to be a really powerful full moon. Okay, so keep an eye out for that stuff and stick around at the end. I have some announcements, including, I am taking 20% off of all of my readings, and how you can get 30% off of all of your astrology analysis, compatibility analysis, and numerology analysis through Truly Divine. So I'll mention that at the end. But yeah, really, let's just ex-nay with the astrology this week and get right into the tarot. Okay. All right, Aquarians, let's look at what we got going on May 4th through the 10th with the Gustav Klimt deck, and we're going to see what comes up here. Okay, just a few more left. Ooh. One last card here. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Your week theme, it's a little bit of an week, let's be honest here. I think it's kind of an week for a lot of people because this Scorpio full moon has us going deep and feeling a lot of things, and we'll talk about that more again in the Scorpio full moon video. But your theme this week here, Six of Wands reverse and the Star card reverse, which is you. And I really didn't like how quickly and dramatically those popped out for you guys, but they did, and we can't really ignore that. But when the Six of Wands is reversed, we're feeling a lack of ability to move forward successfully right now. We're feeling a lot of disloyalty. We might be even feeling betrayed, hurt, or again, just like a lack of ability to really push on in a successful way. People aren't recognizing you for your strengths. People aren't recognizing you for how well you've done. You aren't hearing the accolades that you would like to and seeing things move the way you would like them to right now. Things might feel a little bit paused, irritated, frustrating. And with the Star card reversed, we might be starting to feel really pessimistic and really negative about it. But also, I also get the kind of sense here that some of you might be, instead of, taking real notice here in the fact that, the way we're doing something isn't working out, you might be, ingraining yourself in more and thinking, well, if I just keep doing this over time, it's going to get there. It's going to happen. Sometimes when I see the Star card reverse, I feel that it's being hopeful and believing a certain outcome to a delusional degree, something that isn't going to happen that way, and we get a little bit stuck in this mindset that it is. But could be, again, you could be a little bit arrogant, but you could also be a little bit on the opposite side of being pessimistic here because something hasn't progressed. So whatever the issue is there's a lack of success in something that is driving you either to pessimism or arrogance. Okay, so just pay attention to that. You're not in your normal headspace about it, and you're not going to be seeing things as clearly when your card in the tarot shows up reversed. Okay, you're not going to be in your best mindset. Okay, how you're feeling and your emotions this week are Knight of Swords reverse and the Two of Swords here. Knight of Swords reverse is a really harsh energy, and I gotta be honest, even for you guys being fixed air, it just doesn't give me good vibes there. You know, because the Knight of Swords, not Nine of Swords, I know that I said that really weird, but Knight of Swords brings about a lot of extravagance. And also for me, kind of shows up as not either hearing from somebody, not able also to speak in a way that is nice. You could be coming across really harsh about something. And with the Two of Swords sitting there and the, you know, Knight of Swords reversed for some of you, it could be that you're feeling like you can't make a decision on something, or you're maybe trying to attack a decision, trying to, you know, attack the fact that you're in this place of being more stuck. You know, you're at a crossroads when the Two of Swords comes up here. And in this particular card, it makes me feel like you're really grappling with something. You're really in a push-pull situation of which way do I go? We're just kind of pushing against each other and not really, you know, one person or one side here isn't winning. So in terms of your emotions, you could feel on edge and not be communicating the way you want to, because you're feeling mentally at a crux and like you don't really know what to say, what to do, what your decision should be here, and that maybe you don't have either enough to make the decision or that you're trying to make it, but there's destruction that causes ruin here. If you choose to sit at this Two of Swords for much longer, I do think that, and I think again, if you're at that place and you don't know what your decision is, if you're trying to grapple with some decision of life path or how to feel about something, what to do, the Scorpio full moon will fix that for you, don't you worry. It's not going to let that one go by without you guys feeling something, seeing something, doing something. So don't worry, it's going to happen. Career here is Six of Cups and the Ten of Swords. Some of you might be looking back at a situation that you used to work for, you know, how work used to be, and really missing it and saying, you know, I feel hurt. I feel like I've been betrayed. Like people have stabbed me in the back. They've used me. I'm not getting the money that I want. I'm not getting the lifestyle that I thought I'd be getting. And for a lot of people, I don't know, I'm kind of just getting this weird, I'm just going to go with it because what comes in organically, you know, what I get downloaded through these readings, I can't really ignore. So for some of you, if you work in online businesses, you do, you know, maybe even what I do, YouTube, or you're a social media person, or you work through these things, a lot of people, and I'm not just saying like YouTube, Facebook, social media, all things like that, but I know a lot of people are trying to jump on Instagram and be like Instagram girls or whatever to make money, but what I kind of get here is more that if you've been doing that, or you were doing that successfully at a time, you might be experiencing a lot more competition right now, and you might feel kind of stabbed in the back, hurt, like there's no way I can come back from this, like nobody cares about what I have to do, nobody's, you know, giving me money for this when there's other people that are doing all this other stuff. So I just feel like I wish I could go back to when I was successful at it. I really wish I could go back to this place before this all ended and became this painful, really sad place for me, because the Ten of Swords is just such a cruel, awful feeling here. It just feels, you know, I mean, it's the misfortune, it's the ruin, it's the pain, it's as bad as it gets, really. And there's no way to, like, there's just no better way to say that, you know? And it's the card of trouble, suffering, endings. And we might be really sad about a situation that ended before in terms of career. So let me just pull one more for that. In terms of this, career, finances, what does this mean for Aquarians? Any other cards of explanation here? Clarify this. Oh my gosh, okay. We get one at a time. All face down. I'm hitting my hair on the flowers. All right. So, yeah. I think it has a lot to do with seeing other people do what you do, or, you know, somebody that took your position here doing really well. Because Page of Swords is reversed. When I see that, that's a spying card. You know, we're looking at that person, looking at that situation, being like, I want to go back to that. Or looking at those, you know, when we were doing well and being like, remember when it was like this? I can't stop thinking about how good that was when I was making that money and I had all this and everything was perfect. And now it's all messed up. It's like really frustrated. Five of Wands and the King of Swords is your love and romance cards this week, which is, you know, petty small fish BS here, and you need to stay above it all, okay? King of Swords is there though, so there's a lot of mature command here in something. I don't think you're going to be mincing your words kindly. So if there are little fights and small fish kind of things, you need to do something about it. You need to be more mature about it. You need to command the situation. If you find that you're fighting, you know, with your partner, someone that you're interested in, constantly over stupid things, it's like, okay, let's take this to a better place here. Let's not feel frustrated by all the little things, and instead take a better and less emotional, less frustrated position to it, more mature, really. So I feel, to me, this feels like you guys are kind of maybe even winning your fights. What else is this saying about love here? Could also feel very frustrated, like you're just not meeting the right people if you're very single right now. Also, yeah, you're not seeing people the way you would like to. It just feels like, oh, the people that I'm either attracting are like idiots, or they want something out of me. They're not truthful. They're liars. We're not feeling very good in terms of if we're single here. We could also be dealing maybe with a Libra who's causing a lot of problems and fights for us we're not getting along with. But the important thing to remember about Five of Wands, it's small fish here. And yes, the Justice card is reversed. So for some of you, you might not have been seeing the truth of a situation. You might be fighting with a partner because of some truths. And you guys are like, no, like this is what I need and this is where I stand. And to me, this seems like BS. And like, you're lying to me. So bye. For some of you, in terms of love, I just think this is going to be a real harsh truth-telling. Feels a lot sharper, not so lovey-dovey, but your advice here is actually to be a little bit more lovey, to incorporate this Knight of Cups kind of energy in here. And he's a lot more dreamy, romantic, and more emotionally involved here. So when he shows up, I always feel, you know, that he's got something, maybe even good news, new love kind of thing here. So for some of you, you're turning away from somebody that has just either lied to you, hurt you, because with the Justice card reversed, there's been injustice, and it just feels like every fight you have with this person, whatever it is, it's just like they make small fish into like just totally unjust situations, and it's like, I'm not gonna do this, like this is stupid, like I'm not fighting with you about these things, we're not having this conversation again, it's done. So for some of you, you could be starting something new, or, you know, again, chasing things in terms of more love, more romance, more excitement in those kinds of areas, something more nourishing in your feelings and heart, because there's not a lot of, I mean, this is the only Cups card here. Oh, sorry, actually we have Six of Cups, but that's not a great card for where it is. The Knight of Cups says, you know, get back into your creativity, get back into things and people that make you feel good. Poetry, writing, art, things like that. I think that taking a lighter approach, or even asking for help, you might even receive, you know, a knight in shining armor, somebody to come and help you when you need it. So your advice here is to tap more into the emotional, to be sweeter and more emotional with how you are feeling and doing, especially with that Page of Swords as how you're kind of feeling and communicating this week's not page, but a Knight of Swords reverse there. So let's get a couple of cards here in terms of a Romance Angel card. Curious Romance Angel. Ooh, what's this? Very soon comes up here. Oh, but it all... Get two things. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And I think that, you know, you guys maybe... I don't know. I kind of just get the sense with these three together, looking the way that they're looking. He's looking away from that. And she's got her eyes closed to the Justice card reversed. So I feel some of you, you've been looking at something that hasn't been right for a long time as right. And now it's time to pay attention to the red flags and decide what it is that you really want, because it will come in. But you have to let go of who and what is not healthy for you anymore. Old attachments, maybe desires to live a life a certain way, or again, be with somebody that's not healthy for you. Or try to have relationships continuously with people who are just never available, right? Available at least in the way that you want them to be. Let's pull a Lindsey Andrews Oracle, and then we'll be all set for you guys. Aquarius. Ooh. Enduring. Really like this card. Take a stone in your hand and meditate on it, or use the stone surface pictured on this card. Go into the stone, experience her quiet soul. The stone welcomes your visit. Let her experience the inside of your heart. See how you are each an enduring mirror for the other. You are everywhere, mirroring everything. The stone absorbs you, and you absorb the stone. How can you be alone if you are part of everything? You are in the totality of enduring existence. Therefore, nothing in existence can upset you. So beautiful messages this week, Aquarius. Thank you guys so much for all of the support. I really do appreciate it. Do make sure to subscribe to the channel. Do make sure to share the video if you enjoyed it. All those ways really help me stay in business and stay afloat during these crazy times. So again, thank you. Do make sure if you want to book a private reading, all my information is right below in the description box, guys. 20% off of all of my readings right now. So do check that out and take advantage of it. Also, I did recently make a video about my how marijuana has helped me, so how cannabis has helped my health problems and my life. I think if you want to learn a little bit more about me, or you want to know more about that subject, definitely check that out, guys. That video meant a lot to me, and I'm planning on, putting out more content that goes a little deeper and focuses on things other than tarot and astrology. So let me know what other types of things you would like to see. Also, guys, just one last thing here, which is really awesome. You can get 30% off of all of your astrology analysis, your compatibility astrology analysis, your numerology analysis, life path number through Truly Divine, which is a company that I get to work with, and they are literally incredible. Like, I have gotten my analysis for my astrology, compatibility, and numerology done by people in person. I've had them done, by all sorts of websites, and they blew them all out of the water, like, by far. So please check them out, guys. And even if you don't end up getting, you don't want to order one for yourself, give it to somebody who might want to use it. Deku 30, you can use it as many times as you want for as many purchases through Truly Divine as you want, and you can send it to as many people as you want, okay? And they can use it again as many times as they want. So use that code again. It's Deku 30 for trulydivine.com, and all that info is right along with my booking and reading info in my description box. So check that out, guys. Check me out over on Instagram for some more fun content and just connecting more. And have a wonderful and blessed week, guys. Happy new moon in Scorpio. And yeah, have a great one.